Hello everyone. Let's discuss about technical appraisal report, compliance report and detailed appraisal report. KIIFB appraises the projects to ensure that they are technically, financially and economically viable. It considers national, sectoral and local needs for the investment, economic and financial justifications for the proposed project, sustainability, the extent to which the project contributes to human and technological advancement, good governance aspects.
After having a detailed scrutiny of the DPR, the Appraisal Division of KIIFB issues a technical appraisal report to the SPV through PFMS. In certain cases, when the DPR submitted for the project is observed as incomplete or not comprehensive or with multiple deficiencies, the appraisal team issues a preliminary appraisal report calling out the observations to the SPV. The SPV shall work on the observations and submit a complete DPR to KIIFB following all the guidelines and procedures of KIIFB. The DPR is evaluated based on the requirements of the project, functional and engineering designs, operations and maintenance strategy, CBA, implementation schedule, quality management plans, environmental aspects and sustainability, risk assessment, statutory clearances, etc. The functional and engineering gaps are identified and shared with the SPV for compliance. The clarification or rectification, if any proposed therein, shall be submitted by the SPV as a complaints report to KIIFB through PFMS in reply to the TAR. The SPV shall submit the revised DPR if required, along with structural and architectural drawings and detailed estimates in the compliance with the comments in the TAR. The reply to the comments shall be substantiated with the relevant documents. The complaints report will be evaluated by KIIFB, and if the replies are not satisfactory, a non-compliance report will be issued by KIIFB. The process will be continued until the project becomes a ready-to-tender document. This Project Appraisal Division prepares a detailed appraisal report for funding sanction.
Technical appraisal report. An ideal technical appraisal report should contain details of the project at a glance, requirement and demand analysis, engineering design, functional details, operation and maintenance, financial estimate, implementation schedule and work breakdown structure, project management organization, contract management strategy, statutory clearances, quality management plan, risk assessment and mitigation measures, general observations.
A sample TAR template and format of the complaints report have been attached as an annexure. Some important points to be noted by SPV while replying to TARs. During the preparation of the DPR itself, the SPV shall identify all the required statutory clearance for starting the project. As the process of obtaining statutory clearances, namely EIA, CRZ, etc., are time consuming, the SPV can submit sufficient documents to the authorities concerned during the project formulation itself. SPV shall provide supporting documents in the complaints report for verification. As the DPRs being received are not in conformity with the design standards stipulated by government code or rules, the SPVs are facilitated with detailed scrutiny reports, which would also be part of the TAR. If the reply to an observation seems inadequate, the same observation will be raised in the non-complaints report, to which the SPV shall provide a detailed explanation with relevant supporting documents. The estimates shall be prepared in praise and necessary drawings in conformity with the government orders shall be furnished. Details of a project at a glance. Under this section, a summary of a project is given.
It contains necessary details of the project, requirement and demand analysis. A comprehensive demand analysis incorporating various phases of the project should be provided so that the requirement of a particular project shall be analyzed in totality with respect to the demand. Engineering design. The details of the engineering design as per the standards for the supporting document should be included. Functional details. Client approval for the architectural drawings, master plan and DPR shall be obtained and furnished. The floor-wise details such as designated space and the area required by the client shall be furnished. The details of the references and the standards adopted for the proposed project shall be enumerated. Operations and management. The operations and management plan for the proposed buildings, medical equipment and the furniture, etc. should be provided. Financial estimate. For pure market rate items, market rate analysis supporting documents based on CPWD norms needs to be submitted. A copy of the details of measurements adopted for arriving at the estimate shall be furnished. The cost index shall be applied as per existing rates. Implementation schedule and work breakdown structure. The implementation schedule should lay out the time required for the project right from the bidding process to the defect liability period. How many days are expected for tendering, when the work will be awarded, construction work and the procurement processes, to name a few. The defect liability period of the project should be mentioned for civil, electrical, machinery, OEM guarantee or warranty if any, etc. The WBS should show the detailed time schedule of the entire project and should have a baseline of 0 to 3 reviewing mechanisms at various stages. The detailed WBS is given in subsequent modules. In cases where there is a delay from SPV in furnishing WBS compliances, TIW shall recommend a training programs for them without waiting for an official request. The detailed letter on the WBS, sample structure and good practices to be adopted communicated to the heads of SPVs are attached as minutes. Contract management strategy. Once a project is approved for funding by KIIFB, the SPV will select a competent contractor for the execution of the project through a competitive bid process in a two-cover system. Upon onboarding the contractor, the work commences and progresses as per timelines laid down in the contract. As per the tendering procedure, CPWD, KPWD norms shall also be followed. Statutory clearances. The necessary statutory clearances are required from the local bodies, Environmental Impact Assessment Authority, Fire and Rescue Department, KSPCB, AAI, KWA, KCB, and Electrical Inspectorate. Quality Management Plan. Project manager from SPV will be assigned for the quality assurance at site. The quality norms should be aligned with the CPWD or KPWD norms and relevant IS codes. The lab for testing the materials should be either arranged at site or at an accredited laboratory. Site documents are also utilized for the quality check mechanisms. The KIIFB also engages their mobile testing centers for ensuring the quality of work. Risk assessment and mitigation measures. Time. This is a limiting factor that often comes into play with construction projects, with penalty clauses for the late delivery of a completed stage of the project. Risk management should be consistent and needs to be strictly enforced at all times. Finance. A budget should be provided for implementing adequate risk management control measures, which helps to promote good practice and consistent management. Communication. Document with well-written procedures and clear information and signage for equipment, activities and materials. Training. Details of personnel adequately trained on on-site procedures and operations. Monitoring. Document describing strict procedures to constantly monitor risk management to assess ongoing compliance and where possible issues may occur. Compliance report. Once the modifications suggested in the technical appraisal report are reflected in the detailed project report, the SPV submits a revised DPR along with a compliance report to KIIFB in the pre-approval phase. However, once the construction starts, the compliance report shall be submitted at regular intervals as shown in the table. Detailed appraisal report. KIIFB prepares a detailed appraisal report on the submission of the revised DPR and compliance report by the SPV. The DAR shall review the components of the revised DPR and shall make note of the compliances, additional data to be submitted, and non-compliances if any on the project. DAR also contains remarks and inferences on the subcontents in the DPR like item-wise details, site plans, detailed estimates, general information regarding the proposed location, research statistics, infrastructure facilities, and so on. A sample DAR on GMC Komi is attached as Annexure 2. With this, we have come to the end of the topic. Thank you.